Look at all that debris. There's a gas tank in the rest area entrance ramp by that JB Hunt driver in the front of it.
Hello, YouTube, and good Christmas Eve. Welcome to my channel again. Alright, so let's just get down to brass tacks, shall we? Because I ran my mouth. I've started and deleted so many videos, it ain't even funny. Now, I came out on the 3rd, and my goal was to stay out until the 23rd, which is approximately 21 days as far as full days. And my goal was, I had two goals. One of them was for my monthly amount that I need, my bare minimum monthly amount, and the other was for $800 a day, which ends up being $16,800. And that would be gross, because when I shoot for my daily amount, I don't take anything out of it. That's just whatever. When I shoot for the daily needed amount, though, I got an equation on my spreadsheet where I take out the fuel and add the fuel as I go, so that doesn't get added in, because the fuel is such a random number. Even though I know my costs are averaging 25 cents a mile as far as fuel goes, I still can't get what I need. I do have a truck maintenance expense in there based on what I was averaging as far as the amount of miles I average. That's added into my monthly equation, so there's that. Anyway, so far for that 3-week period, as far as my needed gross, which is basically net almost, JB Hunt outbid again. I think they're lying. I keep going $1 below their bid. I'm in Florida, so I don't care if I get anything out of here or not. I'm going to drop this load at 1 o'clock. Going to go up there at 11, see if I can get in early and get the heck out of here. Maybe get the truck washed. It needs a bath big time. And I got to wash my motor. The motor needs a bath as well. Anyway, so I am, after fuel, I am $3,068 over for my 3-week, what I desired. What I needed. Now, what I desired, I'm only $1,389 below my desired goal, and I'm 3 days short of, 2 days short. If I count today, it's 3 days, but by the time my drop hits today, it'll be almost gone for the day, which is how I keep ending up in Florida with late delivery. I couldn't find nothing. I was in Virginia, so I've grossed $15,400 over the 19-day period, which will be today. So tomorrow and Wednesday will be 20 and 21. If I get it, I get it. If I don't, I'm just, you know what? I'm not fighting this crap this week. I'm going to come back out 2 days on the Monday after Christmas and start rolling in and see what I can get into, because I got to take a couple more days off in January for one more stop. I might just park my truck somewhere in Atlanta and go visit who I need to visit, and then go back out on the road from Atlanta instead of driving all the way home. That's if I can find a decent parking space in Atlanta. That's a good one, right? decent parking space without my truck getting vandalized by graffiti or broke into by someone who thinks that there's something in my trailer without putting in a secure facility, right? Anyway, I met my goal. I mean, I'm only on, what is this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 trips and $250 VNUs for a total of 10,882. So less than what I've been averaging as far as per trip goes, but there was a couple that were, I only did one $500 trip. VNUs, the first one I booked the load, got to the receiver, parked in the dock, and then they came out and told me that, well, the load's been canceled because we don't have the product. And that one was going to Walmart in Kentucky, London. So I called the broker and he said, I was just about to call you, man. He said, where you at? I was like, I'm in the door. I've been here for like 20 minutes. And they just came out and told me. He's like, all right, I'll take care of it. And that was on a Friday. And he said, I'll take care of it Monday. He did not get back with me Monday. I sent him an email late Monday before business closed. And he had the new Raycon with the $150 TONU on it on Tuesday. And the other one was a Coyote load, I think it was Coyote. It was either Coyote or Convoy. It's one of the two C's. I don't book loads off Convoy usually, so it's probably Coyote. I booked the load. It was for the next day late. That was this Friday. That was the Friday when I was gonna do. It picked up late on Friday. So I had staged myself, an hour and a half from the pickup. And they called me. I called the receiver, the shipper, and asked them if I could get there early because they had been loading early on some cases. So I called them up and said, hey, how you doing? I got to pick up there later on, and I was wondering if I could come in early. And he said, where are you going? And I told him, and he's like, okay, well, here's the deal. He said, we don't have all the product. We're trying to contact the buyer and find out if we can ship it short. So I got a call. I don't know. He said we got to wait till the buyer's in California, and that's 3 hours away. So we got to wait another hour and a half before I can let you know anything. These are crooked. I need to get a new pair anyway because I lost my other ones and I had to fix that with super glue. It looks like crap. Anyway, I got these nerd glasses. I'm going to put some tape right here, and I'm going to carry around a pen holder right here. I'm going to get a shirt with a shirt pocket, and I'm going to carry some pens, and I'm going to walk around going, and then I'll pretend to be a nerd. It's not as bad of a thing as it used to be nowadays. So I got a VNU, that's Schneider's term. I got a TONU off of that as well. Broker called me up actually about 20 minutes before I was thinking about rolling. So, because I was like, I'm just going to roll in that direction. And he said, load's been canceled. They don't have enough product, so we're going to pay you a TONU. Great, so there goes, because it was such a late pickup, and I wasn't going to start rolling until noon. It was almost noon, and all the good loads were gone. I couldn't find nothing. So I took a load picking up Saturday, ended up doing a reset in that stupid Pilot. And the pickup was 3 hours away in Virginia, coming all the way down here to Florida. Not bad, but I mean, if I'd have known, the load I had before that was supposed to drop Friday morning at 0800, and I had contacted the broker and said, look, man, I said, I know it says I can get there and park in the dock 6 through 10, and they'll unload me in the morning. But I'm on my way there, and I'll be there between 4 and 4:30, or 4:30, 4:45. He called me back. He said, "Hey, let me call him up." He calls me back and he says, "Hey, he's waiting on you. Go ahead and knock it out, if that's when you can get there." He said they'll wait but if you're going to be after 5:15, make sure you give him a call. I'll send you his phone number. I got there at 4:30. It was a load of pillows. I got unloaded in about 15 minutes. Maybe 20. I don't know. But the problem with that is if I'd have known that I was going to get done that early, there was a load that JB Hunt had that offered me $3,200. And the only problem was shippers and receivers at that load, you had to wait a while, but I lost $1,000. It was coming down here to Florida as well. I wanted to get close to home. That way I'd be ready to take a couple of short runs and get my butt to the house. Well, I lost $1,000. I could have been $400 away from my goal instead of $1,400. But that's trucking. I mean, if I'd have known he would have taken me that day, I would have said, look. Because I picked it up that day, delivered it that day. Came from wherever I came from to get there. So, anyway. I have spent $1,460 on fuel this month so far on, I think it's 4,000 miles. Fuel is going up slowly but surely, making that steady climb. As soon as our friend Biden gets in there, it's going to be even worse, and then he's going to turn this into a communist country, and we're all going to be suffering. Really, I got to buy some more ammo, because I tell you what, I'm not going to go without my ammo. Anyway, so been getting decent fuel mileage. Our discount went up with our fuel, with our company. So if you want to get a good discount, better than NASTC with the company you're working for, other than Landstar, who takes an extra 15% out of your income, come over here. He said he'll be hiring in January. No, I can't tell you that because I don't know you people. So you want to come over, you need to talk to the man. I have no control over any of it. I didn't refer you. We don't do referrals anyway. So I've only got one guy I'm referring. And, I got to call him up, see what's going on. He'll be pleased to know that he'll be able to get in here in January. But I'll be canceling my NASTC card because I added up the numbers. There's no point in me keeping it now. The only bonus I have to keeping my NASTC is I can, if it takes a minute to get a lumper check approved, I can go in my account and have that lumper check approved within a minute. I go to my website on NASTC and go to the lumper fee section, lumpers, I don't remember what it's called, but there's a section in there where if you're a NASTC member, you can actually go in there and it'll be withdrawn out of yours. It's like a $3 charge or a $1.50 charge, and you'd still have to pay it. But I mean, if you do that in advance and you know that there's going to be a lumper at the other end, you can add that on to your you can add that $3 lumper fee onto your bid as well. $3. Anyway, so I don't need them anymore because that's $300 a year, right? So that's going to save me even more. I ran the numbers, and according to how I've been running, I'm going to go from saving, I think it's $400 a year to saving $700 a year, or maybe it's $500 to $800. I'm not sure. I know I'm saving an additional $300 in addition to the 4.5 cents per gallon above the NASTC discount. And some of the guys on the Schneider page were saying that theirs wasn't giving as big of a discount. Mine's still the same. So maybe mine's a slightly different card. I know NASTC uses different companies' because I wasn't approved for one, but I was approved for a different one. But whatever. In addition to that, I'll be getting a business credit card to build my business and have the credit on the side for any major breakdowns. So, but hey, I got my starter. It was $341. It's a Delco Remy. I went straight to the dealership and picked it up. I haven't installed it yet. I'm going to do that over the holiday week. I'll put my starter in, and I'm going to do my maintenance on my APU, which I should have already done. I haven't because I'm a slacker. So, I will say this though, my gauge on my dash for my fuel consumption is a lot more accurate now that I have new batteries. So, I'm assuming because my APU barely has to run at night, when I'm comfortable not running air or heat, then it actually shows almost the exact right amount of fuel used. And the other thing, there was something else. Hold on a minute, fellas. Anybody out there with a Freightliner, Cascadia? I'm a member of Freightliner Cascadia DD15 owners and drivers, and it turns out it was a really helpful page. So I got the specs on my truck when I went to pick up the batteries. I asked them for everything on it, and my truck has 1,550 horses. 1,550 torque on the pedal and 1,750 torque on cruise at 505 horses. I was trying to figure out, ask them, what my best fuel consumption, if there was anything else that I could do, because I keep it around, I don't remember what RPMs, but I keep it around 63. So they turned out to be really helpful there. And dude asked me, he said there's different 505 horsepower ratings with different curves on the torque. There's two different ones or three different ones. And the peak torque on two of them is 1650, but mine is 1750, 1550, 1750, depending on whether it's cruise or pedal. So I could probably change that a little bit. I don't really care to. I don't mind the truck where it's at now. He also said there's a DD15 AT and TC, and the AT is TC is turbo compounding and AT is asymmetrical turbo, and it depends on which one you have. They both got the same specs, although I think one would get better fuel mileage by a fraction than the other. I'm not sure. I know Volvo was working on a turbo compounding thing last year that Chad Boblet on 9+ mile per gallon on Facebook was testing, and he's really good. I did have a girl on there trying to tell me what the peak torque, where it was. She was almost right. So, anyway, more comments I didn't see on there. Anyway, that's all I got for now. So, if I get anything else, I might drop another video. I will be dropping, if there's any of y'all that are watching my my adventure with that 1500 I bought, I'll be tearing that down, and I'll probably I don't know if I'm going to do that when I get home or not. I'll probably work on it a day or two. I haven't bought the rebuild kit yet because I want to get into it before I get that deep. I want to make sure that I want to proceed because you know it. If it's just the head gasket, I'll just tear the top end off and replace all that. If it's the head, then once I get to the top end off, I'll know what it is. So I'll go from there. I mean, if I got to buy another head, I don't know. If I got to rip the head off, I'll still do it. I mean, heads ain't but what, $300 or something like that. I just don't know when I'll do it. The whole thing is now going to be a money issue. Not that I don't have the money. I just, if I can't fix it right then and there, and I'll be looking for a better deal, so I might just keep the truck for parts. I don't know yet. But, you know, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, I'll post all that later on what I'm doing with that truck. If anybody's interested, even if y'all ain't, whatever. I'll post it anyway. Y'all have a blessed day.